Well, there's one debate out there that I have a feeling, I really hope, that we all can find some agreement on here, but the debate of Luke Kennard versus Svi Mykhailiuk. And there's some people saying that, well, they'd rather just move forward with Svi in the starting lineup. Now, boys, you've got to choose between Luke Kennard and Svi Mykhailiuk as your starting two-guard going forward. Is this a debate? Where's your mind at, Aaron? Where are you on this?
So the way I see this, and I get some of the merits of the debate. Svi is not going to have to get paid as soon as Kennard. Svi has come on, and when he started, done some of the things that Kennard has done, and shooting-wise has done it even better than Kennard. But at the end of the day, the way I see it is this is still Luke Kennard. Luke Kennard before he got hurt, was playing the best basketball of his career, and everyone was talking about how this guy is going to be like the next big Piston, and I don't understand, if it's just because he hasn't played recently or what the situation is that people have kind of turned on him, but this is still Kennard to me. Average 16, 4 and 4 before he got hurt. Over 44% from the field, 40% from the three-point line. Had been playing really good basketball. So the way I see it, this is still Kennard in this debate. I like Svi a lot, but I look at Svi's shortcomings, and I don't know how much I buy into him being a great finisher at the rim. He's not the type of secondary distributor that Luke Kennard is. I just think Kennard has played better, has a higher ceiling, and does more outside of just scoring the basketball than Mykhailiuk does.
I think you hit the nail on the head with the phrase higher ceiling. I am in agreement. I think what we're seeing from Svi right now is kind of what he's going to be the rest of his career. I still think Luke Kennard is an ascending player. I still think he has a lot of room to grow. And if they're semi-decently even, I still think Luke Kennard's better right now, and there's still much more room to grow for Luke Kennard. It's no contest for me. It's Luke Kennard.
Yeah, and the other thing is we haven't seen Luke Kennard play in a while. It's funny how quickly you can forget how good someone was playing when they get hurt and you don't see him for several weeks.
Especially when someone is playing pretty well, like
right.
Svi is. I very much enjoy Svi, and he is playing well, and it makes you, especially because he's been shooting better than Luke was shooting. So it does make you forget, but it's recency bias.
Absolutely.
It is absolutely recency bias. And it's not like you can really make the argument of, Mykhailiuk's this younger player, there's more long-term potential with him. There's only a year difference. Svi's 22, Luke's 23. And look, it's just the numbers are very, very close in respect of shooting numbers. Kennard is the better overall scorer. Kennard is the better distributor. Kennard is the better rebounder. Neither of them are ever going to be great defensively. Neither of them have great wingspans. I mean, Mykhailiuk has a negative wingspan. So neither of them are going to ever be ball stoppers or, great team defenders on the other side of the floor. But you kind of really have to look at them for what they're going to contribute offensively. And I think that Kennard adds more of an element to your team than Mykhailiuk does. I really don't know how big of a debate it can be. And I like Svi. He's a good player. And when he's gotten his chance this season, he has... And remember, I was high on Svi. I think Ryan was too going into the season. That's a guy we were really looking out for. And he got that opportunity, and he's run with it. But still, Kennard, again, this is recency bias because Kennard started the season and was playing incredibly well. And because we haven't seen him in a couple months, people have forgotten how good he was, how excited he got people. People aren't remembering those 30-point games against Indiana.
Let's not forget how amped up we got over Luke Kennard with his performances this year. And let's not forget the conversation we had this year about how the team took a huge nosedive when he went out. Yes, missing Blake Griffin, 1,000,000% hurt. Yes, Derrick Rose being injured on and off, hurt. Yes, missing Reggie Jackson, hurt. But this team was kind of, skating by in the middle, and then Luke Kennard got hurt, and it got ugly. Let's not forget. Luke Kennard is just a better playmaker. He's a better fit. I just think he's just a better player. Aaron, he's just a better player. And that's not a knock on Svi. I hope Svi's here for a long time coming off the bench. I do. I love Svi. I've loved him since I watched him at Kansas. Because I watch more college basketball than I do NBA. So I've been around and known Svi forever. And when he came to the Pistons, like, I'm here for this. I like this because I enjoy him because he's athletic. He can shoot. And I'm here for it. But he's a nice bench piece.
When you look at it from a per 100 possessions basis, Kennard averages more points at 23.5 compared to Mykhailiuk at 19.7. He averages more assists at 6.1 to 3.6. Kennard averages just 0.1 more turnovers than Mykhailiuk. And again, I just mentioned the variance in assists, and then Kennard averages more rebounds as well. The numbers just kind of prove Kennard's a better player. And I get he's been able to play in the NBA another season, and I get that, but to me, if I'm building a team, am I going to take right now what looks to be just a very good knockdown shooter? He can do a few other things here and there in Mykhailiuk, or am I going to take a guy that shoots it incredibly well, can score off the dribble, can help initiate the offense, is a good secondary distributor, rebounds well for his position and for his size? To me, I'm taking Kennard every single time.
I agree. No, and you guys have made the points. There's not a need to repeat them all, but I want to go back to just the first one. You talk about he's an ascending player, that higher ceiling. The guy that appears he still has more to accomplish. Svi's put together a nice year, but just of a subjective or relative complete player, Luke is more of a complete player than Svi is.
Right. Yeah, that's what it is at the end of the day. And again, it's not a knock on Svi, because I know there are a lot of people that like what he does and what he brings to the table, and I understand that completely. And I know that's going to upset people.
Me being one of them.
Right. Myself, I already said, like, Ryan and I were two guys going into this season, and we're like, Svi has got to be in the rotation. The Pistons have to find a way to get Mykhailiuk minutes. And they have, and he's played well. But it's a no-brainer that when you look at upside, Kennard has that upside. The only reason I can see someone saying I'd rather move forward with Mykhailiuk, and maybe they should have traded Kennard at the deadline, was because of Luke's injury bugs and because you're going to have to pay Luke sooner. That's the only reasons that I could see someone saying that they should have gone with Mykhailiuk over Kennard.
And the thing is, it's not like Kennard's got this like proven injury track record where, oh man, the guy's going to be hurt forever. And, yes, he's had an injury. Yes, he's had some time out. Yes, they're letting him fully recover rather than forcing him back, as they 100% totally should. So there's not enough of even an injury record to be like, yeah, the guy's going to be hurt. He's injury prone. We can't trust him. I think it's a no-brainer. And it's nice to see, I think, that we all agree on this one.
I think this is a first for us, fellas.
First in a while, at least.
That all three are on board.